So the purpose of this meeting here is to go over the data warehouse and why it is effective, why it is necessary for us, and why we should spend the money to get a data warehouse. So first off, we'll go with what is a data warehouse. Sorry, this thing is in the way. What is a data warehouse? So a data warehouse is a system that contains copies of all data that the business can hold. Differs from a normal database in that it can compare many different pieces of data. So again, we'll use a customer named Jim. Jim buys a ticket from us. He stores his information with us, and then we are able to pull that information at that given time. Now let's wait a couple years, and we will eventually lose that information as it's not necessary for us to store it unless we have a data warehouse. So a data warehouse, we're able to then pull every single information piece from name, what he bought, how much it was, total sale, how he bought it, where he learned it, all of that things, and we are able to pull multiple data points to make financial decisions and business decisions for us. So why is this advantageous for us? By looking at all the data possible that we as a business have, we can compare trends and patterns to our advantage. So for example, looking back to March, we have a sales dip. Then we can focus on more of the deals and sales around that time to boost sales. So we can look at every March for the last 5 years and see what our sales were and compare that to other sales from other time periods. And we can see that maybe we have a sales dip there. We can then make a promotion, maybe a sale, maybe a buy one, get one, things of that nature to try to get the people more enticed to purchase from us during that time. That way we are able to pull more information. Um, we can also check when we pull these promotions, compare a similar time where we didn't put a promotion to a time where we did put a promotion and see how much that actually helps. So maybe we do a buy one, get one, and we don't get a lot of takers. But when we did a buy one, get two free, more and more people bought and it was more advantageous for us. So by looking at multiple data points from over a broad spectrum, we're able to see exactly what works and what didn't work. So implementing the warehouse, just like in our first um, meeting, we have to look at creating a team. So us as the shareholders here need to make sure we partner with our IT team to implement this new data warehouse. So we're going to have to completely build the database and pull the old data that we have into this warehouse. That way we're able to pull the information whenever we need. So we need to make a team lead to make sure the process moves along. So we need to make sure we have somebody who's out there that is working with the IT team to know exactly what data needs to be pulled. So obviously we won't need information such as social security numbers and stuff that we had when they logged on because that information is not prevalent to us. We'll need data like sales for months, sales for days, sales for via promotions, um, things of that nature. So then we'll need to make sure each member knows their role. So the data architect, as we discussed before, this person knows the database. They know all of the information that we have. That way they can pull, they know what information needs to be pulled to make the dashboard and things of that nature. The ETL engineer, again, is the one creating the dashboard, is creating the information that is being pulled. So these two work hand in hand. So why would this be better than the current system? So again, we can look at more complex data pools. Right now, if I told you we can just look up sales for March and then not look up anything else, that's not advantageous for us. We need to be able to pull up sales for March compared via March for years before, or sales for March via versus sales for June. Cross-referencing many data sets. So like I just said, we're going to need to be able to pull multiple data sets. So maybe we need one report that contains sales for one day versus sales for an entire month, which we can't do now. This data dashboard will create that and allow us to pull more reports. Um, and then as long as we have the engineers and we let them know exactly what they need to make, this can be easy to use and fast to pull information. So maybe we're going to make a business decision on hiring. We'll be able to know exactly when to hire, when to for maybe our peak season, we'll say, and then when to let go of these employees or other important business decisions such as promotionals, deals, things of that nature. So obviously, this is very beneficial to us as creating a data dashboard and a data warehouse will allow the executives such as yourselves and shareholders to make these important business decisions much easier. That is all I have for today. Thank you guys.